Hello everyone, here is an example of the concept union, intersection, and conditional probability. Here is a table which we call a contingency table. So in this table you can see all the cases. The rows are the number of years of teaching experience, and the columns are the subject the teachers teach. For example, here is a number 12. The 12, which means the teacher teach history, and also they have 3 to 5 years teaching experience. So let's see some questions. Part A. What's the probability that the teacher teach English and have 2 years teaching experience? So that will be the intersection, probability A and B. Let's see how many of them. The teachers teach English and have 2 years teaching experience. There are 15 teachers. So the probability will be 15 divided by the total number, 512. Question B. What's the probability that the teacher teach PE or have more than 5 years teaching experience? So this will be the union. So remember, probability A or B equals the probability of A plus the probability of B. And remember, you need to minus the probability A and B. So event A will be PE. The probability will be 40. The total number is 40. No matter how many teaching experience you have, the total number teaching PE is 40. Plus probability of B. B is more than 5 years teaching experience. So the total number is 265. No matter what subjects you teach, you have more than 5 years teaching experience. And you need to minus the overlap, A and B, PE, and more than 5 years. So PE and more than 5 years is 14. So this is the overlap. You need to minus the overlap. That's the question B. Question C. What's the probability they teach history or the teachers have 1 to 5 years teaching experience? So it will be similar for the union. Probability A or B. A will equals to probability A plus probability B, and remember, you need to minus the probability A and B. Now let's see. A. Event A is history. So history, the total number is 55. So no matter how many years you have, the total number is 55. Event B is 1 to 5 years teaching experience. So 1 to 5 teaching experience, it will be the 3. No matter what subjects you teach, and the total number, you need to add the 3 numbers together. And minus A and B, the probability. A is history. B is 1 to 5 years teaching experience. So the overlap is here. History and 1 to 5 years teaching experience. So you need to add these 3 together. Okay. Probability A plus probability B, and remember, minus the overlap, probability A and B. Let's see next. So here is the conditional probability. Probability A given a condition B. So here, more than 5 years is event B. That's the condition. That means, given that the teachers have more than 5 years teaching experience, how likely they teach science? Or simply speaking, that is, among the teachers who has more than 5 years teaching experience, how likely they teach science? So from the conditional probability, that equals to probability A and B, and divided by the probability of B. So A and B, science and more than 5 years. Science and more than 5 years teaching experience is 26. So it will be 26 divided by the total number. Probability of B. B is more than 5 years. So it will be 265, no matter which subject you have, the total number. So you need to divide by the probability of B. That's this question. Now let's see the next conditional probability. So this probability is given that the teacher teach math, how likely they have 1 to 5 teaching experience. So this is also conditional probability A and given B. So B is teaching math. It will equals to probability A and B divided by the probability of B. So A and B, 1 to 5 years and math. 1 to 5 years and math. You need to add these three together and divide it by the total number. That's the probability A and B. And divide it by the probability of B. B here is teaching math. So math, the total number is 118. So that will be the probability of B. Let's see the last one. It is also a conditional probability. So probability A given a condition B. This one is the condition B. That is, given that the teacher has 1 to 2 years teaching experience, how likely they will teach history. So the probability equals to A and B divided by the probability of B. A and B, history and 1 to 2 years. So history and 1 to 2 years, you need to add these two together and divide it by the total number. Divided by the probability of B. B is 1 to 2 years teaching experience, so it will be this two, the total number, 1 year and 2 year. So 1 to 2 years. So that will be the probability for B. That's all for this video.